Okay, in this lesson what I'd like to do is to introduce some of the retouching tools, and what I want to do is get rid of some of these wrinkles or minimize some of these wrinkles in this picture of my friend. First I'll zoom in. I want to see what I'm working on. This is fine detail. Second, I will make a duplicate layer so as to not manipulate my original layer and then not be able to go back to it. So this is good practice. Right click in my layers palette, duplicate layer. Okay, I'm ready to go. Patch and healing tools are the best tools to utilize for this example. I will use the healing tool. If I click and hold, I just want to show you there are other tools in there. Your patch tool, red eye tool. We won't get to red eye in this one, but healing, patch are primarily what you would use for this. I need to set a starting point. Photoshop needs to know what area I intend to look at to correct this wrinkle issue. So I'll zoom in even more here. Healing. If I hold down the Alt key on the PC or the Option key on the Mac, hold that down, click once, let go. I've told Photoshop I want you to copy from that area or my starting point over the area I'm about to make the adjustment to. Set my starting point already. I'm going to click, drag, and it looks a little funny right now, but watch what happens when I let go. Gone. Wrinkle, gone. Sometimes you need to go and reset a new starting point, but what has happened here, I'm going to click, set a new starting point, click, drag over the area to correct, let go, and so on. Click until you get it just the way you want. It's a beautiful thing. Need some work over here too. Always set that starting point somewhere near. Click. The beautiful thing with this is you have not changed the lighting, nor have you harmed the texture of the area you're working on. Click, drag, and here we go. So just so you can see what's happening, I'm going to turn the visibility off. That was the past. This is present. Click, and so on. I'm going to back off so that you can see the change from afar. Click, there's those wrinkles. People love you for this. You save them some years. Who needs a plastic surgeon anyway? You want to know something funny? The gentleman in the photograph is a plastic surgeon. Anyway, we still need a little bit more work here. Click. Let go. I don't like this little spot here. Click. And we're ready to go. Back off. See my wonderful work. Gotta love Photoshop. Photoshop rules. And this is partially why. Now what I'm going to do is do the other eye, but I'm going to show you this side with the patch tool. Click, hold, get the patch tool. The way the patch tool works is very similar to healing in that it keeps the same lighting and the same texture. But you have to select an area you would like it to copy from. So watch, click, drag. I'm selecting a pretty large area. There's my selection. My job now is to click and drag it over the area to get rid of the wrinkles, and it's set to opposite. So that could happen to anybody. I'm going to Control Z. Remember, the brains of any tool is up here in your options area. I have my patch tool. Well, this source and destination dictates what's about to happen. I'm going to change this to destination. I've already selected the nice smooth area. Click, drag it up, and now you see that correction. So if that happens to you where it essentially adds wrinkles, it's because your destination and your source are set opposite to the way they need to be. I want to work on this other area, get a clean area to work from, and that's a beautiful thing. This is life-changing for most people. They love you for this. And I'm doing this very quickly. Turn it on, turn it off. Still more work to be done, but you get the general idea. The other thing that you can do as a final change here is You can adjust the opacity if it looks too unrealistic. You don't want somebody who's, 55 to look like they're 20, or maybe you do. In the meantime, you can adjust your opacity of this layer to bring the wrinkle all the way back. There it is all the way back. I'm grabbing my slider, adjusting the opacity to slowly get rid of it. And once you get it to where you like, that's where you want to stay. As a fine art photographer, you should save this document, save as, and save it as a PSD file so that later on, if you have adjustments to make, you can go back to this file and make them. Save. Okay. And we're ready to go. Why don't we practice this?